Bam! Keto chocolate cake in the microwave. There's no sugar. And look at that. Ooh. And it's hot. And it's chocolatey. Now let me taste it for you. Oh my gosh. All right. I think I'll have to go now. Wow. Sugar-free. Grain-free. 1 minute in the microwave. Check it out, baby. Cake. Chocolate. Yum. Good for you. And guilt-free and yet delicioso. Go and eat the keto because it's delicioso. Healthy. Hello, the Catholic Unschooler here for you and to learn how to make chocolate cake in the microwave. No sugar, no grains. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I would show you the last one I just made, but it's gone. And you are up in my cabinet because I don't have a tripod yet. But we're going to work with what we have, and that's what you could do too, in anything that you love to do. I love to cook, I love to eat, I love to celebrate, and I want to help you. So I'm not going to be using clean bowls, as you can see, because I already made one. So instead of looking so pretty for you, I'm just going to be real and use what I already have. So I have a big mess here, but I'm going to make 4, okay? You want to get mugs of some kind, ramekins, whatever you, this was a ramekin. I can actually put this in the oven. So I'm going to make Sarah one with her cutesy little frozen cup, and 4 or 3 more other ones. So 4 all together for my husband so he can go to work. And you will need baking powder. You will need cocoa powder. You will need vanilla. You will need your butter, because butter doesn't make us fat. Sugar makes you fat. Okay, we will need 1 egg. I'm going to be doing 4 though here. And you will need your healthy sugars that are actually good for you. Okay, that's my stevia, which is from a plant. What is it from? Yeah, that's from a plant. Okay, then we got almond flour. We're going to use a little bit of that. And a little bit of the coconut flour. Now these will have a little bit of carbs in them. All right, back up in the cabinet. All right, so let's go. I got the recipe online, but I am going to call it my own because I'm doing some alterations, which is the unschooling way. Okay, so I am going to put my butter. All right, I used the amount of butter that they called for. So I'm guessing that this, and I just thought it was too dry. So, in my opinion, I don't even know how much this is because I can't see the actual measurements. Okay, so this is probably, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter in each cup. Okay, I am going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. You might say, why would you put that in one mug? That is disgusting. That's too much butter. But in fact, you need fat in your diet. Good, healthy fat, which is butter. It's from Ireland, and the cows, they are on the pastures. See, so I got my butter in the mug. So let me do that a couple more times. The more butter, the better. Isn't that great? Because it'll be nice and moist, and your cells require these beautiful fats to function and transport information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the microwave so that it'll be melted. Not 100% because it doesn't need to be, because you're going to put it in again. So alright, we don't need it to be melted completely, like I said. So now I'm going to get ready for, now that's going to be unsalted butter, okay? We're going to do that. I'm reading the directions here. Alright, so now we're going to put in, with the butter, our almond flour, which is 2 tablespoons. Alright, this is going to be good. If you like chocolate the way I like chocolate and the way my family enjoys chocolate, You will like this too. Okay, we want it so that you can squish it with the fork, but not melted yet, because it's going to go through that same process again in a moment. All right, so see, it's still in the form. You can see a little liquid there. All right, but it's going to break up nice. So now we're going to put our 2 tablespoons of almond flour in each mug. 2 tablespoons. That's my almond flour. 1 and 2. Okay, and I'm gonna do it again. 1 and 2 and 1. What's nice is that in 2 tablespoons there's only 5 carbohydrates. So for a nice little treat, you know, you're not getting bleached garbage. You're getting nutrition, because almonds are good for you, right? Okay, so now I got my butter and this is called Up in the Air Cooking, made with love. Okay, until I get a tripod, then it will just be made with love. Okay, I am going to add a nice hefty literal tablespoon, like over the top, pouring over, spoon of sour cream to this recipe, because the one online was kind of dry. Now, was it good? Yes. Would it have been enough? Absolutely. But I want it to be more moist, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of the sour cream. Okay. So powder, it should be unsweetened. Is mine unsweetened? Yes, it is. So 2 tablespoons of that. It's very, very powerful, so you definitely want to use your good sugars, because it will be way too strong and it won't be pleasant. Okay, so I'm putting them all in the cups here. 1 and 2. I feel like Count Dracula off Sesame Street. All right. Okay. So now, up in the air cooking, I got my butter, my almond flour, my cocoa powder, and now we're gonna do the sugar. Now stevia, I'm getting a phone call. Stevia is stronger than regular sugar. All right, so we are going to do, it calls for 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. They were talking about healthy sugar, but it wasn't this one here. Stevia is a lot stronger. All right, to help that chocolate along. All right, so now, up in the air cooking, I just added my sugar in there. See, it's all gonna come along beautiful. Now we have our coconut flour. Bam. Coconut flour. Nice. And I think this has a little bit more carbs. Yeah, 8 grams of carbs in 2 tablespoons. So here we are going to put 2 teaspoons in. So let me find my teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. 1 and 2. I gotta do it to all the cups. So when I crave sugar, I have to analyze myself and say, did I in fact eat my veggies today? All right, we're gonna go for 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Try to get the non-alcoholic if you can, because who wants to do damage to the liver? Not me. All right, so I'm gonna put 1/4 there. So, oh yeah. So if I do crave sugar, it's because I analyze myself and I say, okay, how many vegetables did I have today? How many cups? And I notice that, I didn't have my share of 7 to 10 cups today, so let me go eat that, because my body is looking for the sugar from healthy stuff, right? All right, so it's still kind of dry in there right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add, after I add my baking powder, which is 1/2 teaspoon, okay, of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon. One day you'll be able to see everything. I'm sorry, but I'm not waiting till then, right, to help you and to communicate with you. So 1/2 teaspoon. All righties, Half in there, half in there, half in there, and half in there. Fun, fun, fun. Now, tonight, my husband, he's going to have some beautiful beef stew that's cooking over here all day long. And he will be able to have a brownie with it. So let me get eggs. Where are my eggs? Where are you? All right. These are the best if you can get organic eggs, because that means that they are not eating garbage when they're laying eggs. So that's 1 egg in 1 mug. I have 4, sorry. 2. 1 and a 2. And a 3. Whoever knew that when I was learning how to count when I was little, that I would be cooking online. Okay, so we're gonna mix that, all that stuff up. Can you see all that? All right, and then you want it to look like a cake batter. All right, and don't worry about the butter if it's still solid in a way, because it will melt being in that microwave. And the egg will make it so that it will rise beautifully. All right, I'm a-mixing. I'm gonna put mine in separately so I can make sure that each one is doing a beautiful job. And then I will be able to take this out, hopefully, and give it to my husband tonight, because he used to be a cookie monster, and so he still likes his sweets, but it's got to be healthy now. But again, we want to crave fat. We want to crave fat. We don't want to crave the bad fats, you know, like in Twinkies and fried chicken and all that. It depends. It depends, I guess, what it's cooked in for oil, right? All right, so this looks like this. It's not really mixed in beautifully because the butter was not mixed in. It wasn't melted 100%. So we'll do the best we can, and then I will show you the end result. So it's going in now. It's so good. 1 minute. So anyway, yeah, we went to the concert last night, Jacob Sartorius, and I have to say, he's just nice. Jacob Sartorius was awesome. He's just the sweetest little thing. He has a sweet spirit about him, and yeah, it was fun. Very inspiring for my children. Okay, counting down. Ready for that ding. There is our ding. And I think I'm gonna put it in a little longer. Uh-oh. You're not going to believe this. Oh, good. Thought my microwave died. All right. Anyway, so it's going to look like this in a gross cup like that. My ramekin was nice because it stayed at the bottom and looked like a beautiful cake, as you can see on my Instagram. But this here, oh my goodness, it is so good. I noticed that if you use the smaller cups, it takes a little longer. That is amazing. Well, Buon Appetito! Coquito with the Buon Appetito. So good luck. Thank you, thank you. Don't be afraid of fat. Fat is where it's at. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay? Fat is where it's at. Healthy fat only. And, okay. God bless. The Catholic Unschooler here, reminding you that if you have a desire for something to do in your life that honors God, then make sure you are doing it for the right reason. Do not do it for fame or fortune. It has to be your passion. If it doesn't have a passion, it ain't gonna happen, okay? Go and do it. Stop saying you're bored. Stop saying I'm tired. Look, you can sleep when you're dead. You can just get busy. Get busy a little bit every day. Go and do it every day. Go do something that you love, that you were built for. Go before somebody else does it. Hurry up. Go.